Our friend Nicholas Sparks, the author of The Notebook, dozens of other books. They've sold more than 130 million copies. His new novel is called Counting Miracles. Welcome back. Great to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Tell us about Counting Miracles.
Counting Miracles, well, it's Nicholas Sparks, right? So you got a little romantic story in there. It's set in North Carolina. This one's interesting. It's got a couple of stories. You've got a guy who's very unsettled in his life, rolls into town. He meets a divorced mother of 2 kids, and he's not staying long. Well, that's a conflict. Can they get together? Meanwhile, you've got a story about another character who wants to save a white deer that's wandered into the woods, and these stories kind of collide.
Where do the miracles fit in? What's the significance of counting miracles?
Yeah, it's interesting. The Counting Miracles actually came from a line in the book of Job in the Bible, and it says, you know, the Lord is great, and your life is filled with uncounted miracles. So I called it Counting Miracles, and so you'll see the reference, the biblical quote right there at the beginning of the novel.
We saw you out there at that silent reading party. It must be so much fun to meet up with your readers, your audience.
It is, you know, and it's interesting because people ask, do I like it? And I do, because it gives me a chance to find out, A, what they liked, what other novels that I've written in the past, and what and basic ideas for the next one. I was literally at a book signing yesterday, and someone said, you know, you haven't done a story about a love story of people who are in their 50s and 60s for a while. Why don't you do that? And I spent last night thinking, yeah, why haven't I done that? Maybe I'll do that. And that's where it comes.
Do you have an ideal reader in your head, or does it change all the time?
No, I mean, I'm real fortunate that my readers range from teenagers up till they're in their 80s and 90s. I had a lady at the book signing yesterday. She was my oldest lady there. She was 102 years old, and I think my youngest reader was 12 yesterday. So it's pretty much, I think it's anyone who just wants a story about people they can relate to, because I don't write about, let's say, astronauts or presidents or assassins or serial killers. I write about, hey, this lady's a small town doctor, this guy used to serve in the military, and this guy used to grow trees for a living.
We have one of your super fans right here, Jill. You have a question?
Hey, Jill.
Yes, hi, nice to meet you. Many of your books resonate with me for different reasons, and I'm just curious, out of all of your books, which one holds the most significance to you personally, and what makes it stand out?
You know, you got to go with the first one, right? The Notebook. Without the Notebook, I wouldn't be where I am today. And, you know, that's what launched my career, so to speak. So it's got the most resonance. I'm not saying, though, that that's the one that I think is the best or the most complex or something like that. It just has impacted my life more than any other because of the film, because of the musical, because it spent so long on the bestseller list.
Do your kids have a favorite?
Walk to Remember, right? But that's the one, but a lot of times when I have readers, their favorite is the one they read first. And so when my kids reached an age where they can read, I'm like, okay, read A Walk to Remember. It's about teenagers.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks,
Always good to see you. Counting Miracles is out tomorrow.